So we have on the screen now, what is content writing? And I have it here that content writing is a fine crafted art and structural science of making content for digital media. So basically, it's on your digital platforms that we create content for. Now, sometimes you can see when you are reading books, you can read content creation, and in some places you will see content writing. They are the same. Content writing is a general name for everything that we do online, while content creation is the idea of bringing up what you want to write, what you want to create. So as a content writer, you are also a content creator, because we are going to see that content writing is not limited to only typing. It's not limited to text. I'm still going to show us some other things about content writing. So content writing is also the process of, look at these three things that you have to do when you want to write or when you want to create content. Number one, it is the process of planning. So every content that will come on your digital media must be planned. You must have a plan for what you want to write. For instance, on LinkedIn now, I belong to a community, and in that community, we are having a challenge. What does that mean? It means that we are writing based on some settings, based on some instructions and guidelines. For today now, we wrote about why people need to rest. So we have 10 days for the challenge. And fortunately, the admin of our group has already given us the focus for the 10 days so that we can plan. I know that there are some people that have written for the 10 days. What they just need is, when it is the day for them to post, it will not be the day they want to post that they will be looking for how to write. For instance, the one I posted today, I had to stay overnight around past 11 to around 12 midnight to write what I'll be posting today, so that I will have enough time to do other things. So the first thing about content writing is that you must have a plan. There must be planning. Then after the planning, now the planning includes ideation. The planning includes ideation. What does that mean? Let me write it on the screen for you. Planning, which includes ideation. That means, ideation means the process of generating ideas about something. So when you are planning, that is when you begin to look for ideas about what you want to write. If you want to write about relationship, for instance, you sit down and begin to think about relationship. If you want to write about, hold on please. All right. So I was saying that ideation is the process of generating ideas. So when you want to write about something, you sit down and think about it. Maybe you want youth to be creative, or you want youth not to be only looking for jobs, but or to create jobs by themselves. You have to sit down and think about what you want to write. So that is the process, the process of planning. So content creation or content writing is not just writing anything that comes to your mind. You have to think about it. You have to generate ideas about it, and then that idea generation is a process whereby you are planning what you want to write. Then the next thing is, as the ideas are being generated, you now start writing. So writing or content creation is the process of planning, writing. So the second point there is writing. You don't only generate the ideas in your mind, you must write down these ideas. The ideas must be written down. Now, sometimes when you are generating ideas, you may not be able to arrange them properly. You can just write down all the ideas as they are flowing into your mind. You write everything down. You may not arrange them in the right order. You just, okay, I have this idea, or even if you are researching, if you are reading from, maybe you are doing a search online on Google, you need to write down what you have discovered through your research or your online search. So you write down everything. And the third aspect of content writing is editing your content. Sometimes when we write, we may not know that there are errors. A lot of times I have had to edit what I have posted already. Because it is after you have posted that you begin to see that, oh, so you wrote this. And can you imagine? I have posted on comments on some people's posts. I will write only A instead of A-R-E. I will type only A instead of A-R-E. That is, you are great. I will just say you a great. So if you do not take time to edit what you have typed or what you have written, you may not present, your content may not have quality. You may not be able to present the right content because there is need for you to edit it, remove some things, add some things, and that is why we use what we call Grammarly. Or so you can use Grammarly, which can help you to identify some errors in what you have written or what you have typed. For instance, I don't know what type of English you speak in Pakistan. Is it American English or British English? Now, you need to identify the difference between the two types of English. If it is American English, there are some spellings that are there that are different from British English. In Nigeria, we speak British English, but there are some people, when they are writing, they write American English. When we are writing a standard Nigerian exam, you cannot use American English to write a standard Nigerian exam. You must use British English, which is the one that will be understood by those that will mark the exam papers. So you must be able to identify the type of English that you speak in your country, so that when you are editing your content, you will edit based on the structure of the English type you speak in your country. Or if you also know your target audience, if you know your target audience, it can also determine the type of editing you will do. So you must learn to edit correctly. You must learn to edit correctly, and make your writing correct. You must learn to edit correctly, make your writing correct, and able to pass the necessary information. Any time we miss a word or a point in our writing, it will not pass the necessary information. The information you are trying to pass across will not get to the person or to the people you want to pass it to. So that is why we must learn to edit correctly, so that your writing will be able to pass the necessary information. Okay, let's go to why content writing is important. Businesses use content writing to attract leads and foster positive constant connection with the audience. If you have an organization or you have a business, it is through this content writing that you can generate a list of regular customers, and you can constantly communicate with them. You can connect with them, your audience. It is your people will not see you. There are people in other countries that want to do business with you, and they don't have to fly to your country or come over to your country before they do business with you. It is through your content, the content that you have created, that they will be able to connect to you, and it is through your content that will continue to communicate with them, and you can have a positive connection with them. So content writing is important for us to foster positive constant connection with the audience, with the people that we are relating with. Number 2, content writing is used to increase traffic to our websites and blogs. If you have a website or you have a page on any social channel, any social media platform, you can use your content to increase the number of people that will be coming there. The number of people, like on LinkedIn, there are certain things that when you write about them, people will definitely come. They will come and read what you have written. For instance, if you are celebrating, maybe you just got a new job and you post it on LinkedIn that I'm happy to announce that I am starting a new job as a content writer with Pakistan Youth Arm. People will come to your page. They will celebrate with you. A lot of congratulatory messages will come to your platform on that day or during that period. There are times and there are days that when you post a content, it will increase the traffic to your website, to your blog, to your social media page, or your account. So it's important in that area. If you don't post on your platform, if you don't post on your channel for a period of time, you will see that people's interest will reduce and it will affect the traffic. Traffic here is talking about the number of people that visit your page. That's what traffic is all about. When we are talking about traffic in online, on online platforms, we are talking about the number of people that get attracted to your platform, to that page, to that channel, to that site per time. Then the next importance of content writing is to inform customers about your products and services. The things that you have that are available. your old products, the sales, the price of your products, the services that you are offering. Maybe you are a recruiter. You help organizations to recruit staff. You help them to employ those that will be working with them. You need to write about it. You need to tell them what you do. Maybe you are selling some things. You are selling baby products. You need to announce it. You need to inform customers about your products, about your services. And lastly, content writing is important in order for us to build and improve our brands. Brand in this case is both individual brand and organizational brand. Individual brand and organizational brand. That is, as a person, you yourself can be a brand. People should be able to read about you as an individual. And if you're also writing for an organization, you need to build a brand for that organization. You need to build a brand for that organization. So you use content writing to present your organization. You use content writing to also present yourself as a brand to the world. So these are the things that content writing is important for. Number one, to foster positive constant connection with your audience, to generate or increase traffic to your site, to your blog, to your page on Instagram, to your page on Facebook, to inform your customers about your products, either old products or new products, and the services that you want to offer them or that you are offering. Then to build and improve your brand. That is how people should see you. When people say something, they should know that, oh, it is this organization or it is this person. For instance, my own brand statement is, nations are receiving answers from my lips and my writings. Nations are receiving answers from my lips and my writings. So whenever people see that on any social media platform, they will know that this is Alo Olatakunboh. They will know that I'm the one that has posted it. If another person posts it, they will know that that person has a connection with me. So it's my brand. Nations are receiving answers from my lips. That is why I am in my bedroom in Nigeria, and people in Pakistan, in Malaysia are listening to me. I got a call from Kuwait before I started this training now. And immediately I'm through with this training, I'm going back to continue that my call with the person that called me from Kuwait. So what that means is, as a brand which I've tagged, nations are receiving answers from my lips, it is expected that that brand will not be limited to only Nigeria. That brand means that I am expected to write things that will make different people from different countries, different continents to get connected to me. And by the time they read what I've written, or by the time they listen to what I'm saying, they will have answers to whatever questions they are having in their mind. So that is how to build a brand. So when you have a brand, you can use your content to build and improve that your brand. So let me go over what we have looked at today. We've looked at, I concluded by our topic of yesterday, which is what is content. And I gave us the formula to capture the essence of the definition of quality content. That is the type of content that we can say, oh, this is a content, a full content. I said that That content must have utility, inspiration, and empathy. I explained that in the course of our teaching. Then we now went to look at what is content writing, and I gave us two definitions. Number one definition is content writing is the fine crafted art and structural science of making content for digital media. So all that you have on your media, on your digital media, on your social channel, are what we call content. And the process of having all those things, things on your, all those contents on your digital media is what we call content writing. And I also went ahead to tell us that it is the process of planning, writing, and editing your content. And I told us that planning includes ideation, which is the process of generating the ideas about what you want your content to be. And secondly, you write. You now begin to put down those ideas that you are generating in your mind, and then lastly you edit whatever you have written. Even if you have typed it, you can edit it. That is why you are the one that is generating it. You are the one that is writing it. You are the one that is creating it. So whatever you create, you can recreate. If you want to write, if you are writing a particular content and you used past tense where you are supposed to use present tense, since you are the one that is creating it, you can edit it, clear the past tense away, and then you now write it in present tense. So you must edit correctly, make your writing correct, and able to pass the necessary information. Don't confuse people when you are writing. That is why there must be paragraphs. You must put the necessary paragraph. You must edit correctly. You must edit the spelling. If you are not spelling the right thing, and you think that who you are sending it to should understand, no, it's not everybody that will understand what you are writing if you do not edit correctly. And I gave us reasons for the importance of um, content writing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 reasons or 4 importance of content writing: to attract and foster positive constant connection with your audience, to increase traffic to your website, to inform customers about your products and services, and to build and improve your brand. So that is our class